This story of collaboration is brought to you by Canon Solutions America, Trekk, and Copy General, and focuses on using multiple substrates for your campaigns.
Canon came to us looking to promote their VarioPrint iX series with an application sample. It was really important that these application samples were as true to life as possible, which means a lot of different type of paper, a lot of different finishings, a lot of different sizes. The tricky thing here is that it has to be a fictitious brand. So we started with creating a brand called Open Kitchen and needed to develop a series of samples that would be marketing collateral and direct mail. In the beginning, there was a brand launch announcement which talked about all the things that this brand had to offer. Then we moved into what would actually go in the package that is being sent to the customers, to the end customers, with all of the food. So in the booklet that is in this box, there are recipe cards. When we had all of these samples in mind, there were 4 specific. We had to cover a lot of different paper, and a lot of times the way something is produced really depends on the paper. So this is where we really relied on our print partner to give us all of the recommendations that we needed to make sure that what we were designing on screen actually turned out to be just as fabulous as what we wanted it to be.
So a lot of the time at Copy General, we have clients who come to us and they already have pieces designed and they have an idea in their mind of what they want. They just ask us to print it and then the job goes out the door. It's always incredibly exciting as a printer to be able to work with a professional design team such as Emily to see what the end usage is for the piece, to see how we can best recommend substrates for it and really give it a great impact once it's gone out the door to a client. And the substrates that we had used on this particular piece I think are just phenomenal for it. We were able to discuss what we wanted to do as a promotional brochure, so choosing a high gloss sheet for that and then adding some embellishment like gloss spot UV. We were able to take a tactile sheet and be able to use that for postcards and other things to really get people's attention when they receive this piece in the mail. And then for the final piece with the recipe cards, we were able to use a non-tear substrate that would just last in the kitchen. So even this particular brand was fictitious. We had to ensure that each piece that we printed, whilst it was on a different substrate, had a consistent look and feel across the branding of this particular piece that we were putting together. And we were able to accomplish that on our Canon Vario iX machine, and it did a superb job across every single substrate. So added into this to make the pieces more interesting, there was a variable data component in there. So we had to ensure that each of those pieces matched and went to the correct person, but it really did personalize. So there were various different versions, and which were, again, on top of that, they were personalized for the individual that would go to. I think it's always wonderful when a client comes to us at the early stages of a project that they are imagining, because we can assist them and help them really understand how impactful variable data can be, how it can gain greater ROI on the pieces that they're sending out and disseminating amongst their clients, but also get them to imagine the possibilities of variable images throughout a run. It does not have to be static. The data doesn't have to be static. Now, some clients, on the other hand, think that they don't have any data. Well, in actual fact, we can help them realize that they actually have a tremendous amount of data for what they want to use and to accomplish their goal. And it's always great if they just consult a printer before they get started. Because at the end of the day, really, data and variable isn't scary. It's something that can be managed, it's something that can be utilized, and at the end of the day, gives them a fantastic impact on their piece.
As we just learned from Emily and Laura, creative collaboration up front is truly the best way to get the results that you want for your projects. Save time, save money, and make sure that your colors match across everything you use and your finishing works. So collaborate, don't be afraid to call a printer and talk to them first. All the information about the project shown in this video are in the show notes. Visit projectpeacock.tv to learn more about Canon Solutions America, Trekk, and Copy General, and all of our Project Peacock partners. Until next time, print long and prosper.